Let's talk Tanya for the 20th of Tishrei, the 6th day of Sukkot. Today we start chapter 23 of Igeres HaKodesh, a new letter from the Alter Rebbe. And with the inception of Hasidus came the birth of a new phenomenon, which was Hasidic communities. It used to be that in every single city, in every single neighborhood, there was a shul, and the communities were created geographically. And if you lived in a certain neighborhood, you went to the shul. But then came along Hasidus, and what happened was in every single city, the Chassidim, they separated from the larger community, and they created their own shuls and their own miniature communities. And there are many letters from the Alter Rebbe wherein he addresses these communities and explains what his expectations are for what a Chassidic shul should look like. This letter and also the one that follows, chapter 24, are two such letters. In this letter, the Alter Rebbe is going to tell the Chassidim what he wants to happen in the shuls every day between Mincha and Ma'ariv. But it's going to take us a while to get to that point. First, the Alter Rebbe is going to talk about the incredible value that there is when you have 10 Yidden, 10 Jews gathered together. So the Mishnah tells us in Pirkei Avos, Asara sheyeshven va'iskin b'Torah shchina shruya beinehem, which means that when you have 10 Jewish people sitting together and studying Torah, and as the Alter Rebbe says, by extension, this also includes any mitzvah. Whenever you have a minyan of Jews together doing something which is holy, the Shechina is present over there. The Alter Rebbe says, I want you to pause for a moment and to consider what this means. The Shechina is present when there's a minyan of Jewish people learning Torah, doing a mitzvah. This is a level of godliness which the higher worlds cannot contain. It's way too awesome for the higher worlds. And nevertheless, when there's a minyan of Jewish people gathered, 10 Jewish men gathered, and they are studying Torah, doing mitzvahs, that level of the Shechina is present amongst them. In fact, the Alter Rebbe says, the aliyah that this brings us, the elevation to the soul that this brings us is so intense and so great that it is worthwhile for the neshama to come down over here into this world just for that experience of being together with a minyan and experiencing the Shechina which is present at that time. Now, in the Pirkei Avos also, it says over there that even one person who studies Torah by him or herself, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu kevei le'schar, that God puts aside for him or her reward. What is the difference between the Shechina Shruya, the presence of the Shechina, and a reward? That will be the discussion, God willing, in tomorrow's Tanya.